Black History Month, let's reflect on the more than 400 years of Black history and heritage in this country and focus on the 2022 theme of Unity and Grace. I'm Torrey Walker, and here are today's announcements. Happy birthday month to all of those who are being gifted another year of life this February. If you are celebrating a birthday this month, please type the date you were born and we'll launch an emoji party for you. If you and your spouse are celebrating a wedding anniversary, type the date that you said I do and we'll send up emojis for the two of you. May God bless all of you with joy, love, and happiness this February. Let's kick off a great Super Bowl celebration next weekend by donating to our Super Canned Food Drive. This Saturday, February 12th from 9 a.m. to 12 noon, you can drop off unexpired canned goods at Building 3. The donations for our Green Forest social ministry will help stock our food bank. Dial into the Green Forest prayer line at 7 a.m. It is for you, with biblical meditations, uplifting testimonies, and heartfelt support. Rise up early for a blessing. Green Forest has a strong Christian education presence on the web. Join one of our classes and interact with the teachers, classmates, and friends as we learn how to apply biblical principles to our challenging lives. For more information, email to connect@greenforest.org. Stay connected and up to date at the Forest through social media. Let's use the online platform spiritually, reaching out to others for Christ. Have your communion elements ready as we prepare to partake of the Lord's Supper later in today's virtual service. In honor of Black History Month at the Forest, we will be observing the overall theme of unity and grace from Psalms 133. Crystal Cattell will shine a light on our special guests on this first Sunday, highlighting unity in culture.
The 133rd Psalm declares that it is good for brothers and sisters to dwell together in unity. We know as a people that we would not be where we are today without unity. For that reason, we will be celebrating unity in culture, health and fitness, education, and business at the Forest. Where would we be as a people without our cultural expressions? From music to dance to food and fashion, our cultural expressions have always given us a sense of identity and voice. Today, we're going to hear more about culture from mother and daughter, Sandy and Ravi Wyndham. Sister Sandy, how has Black culture played a role in the unity of African Americans?
Well, I'd say since the beginning of time for us, as far as in Africa, the motherland, we've always been a spiritual people. We've always been a people that's had music in our lives, and those things have drawn us to know that we have a higher power. They've drawn us to be family with each other. Music has been something like a call and response. It's always been something to bring us together. So we love the fellowship. And because of that familial, type of relationship that we bond with, just like right here at church, we call each other sister and brother. We see the children as our children. I know when I was growing up, nobody was a stranger because they became, Aunt so-and-so or Uncle so-and-so, even though they weren't related. So I think, since the beginning of time, we've had that spirituality in us. We've had music that's brought us together and bonded us. And then just how we support each other, just in all times, in celebration, in mourning. We are there. We're family.
Sister Ravi, what are the current cultural influences that are keeping African Americans connected and impacting the world?
Well, Crystal, we live in a world that's full of free speech, and social media is one of the biggest impacts, cultural impacts that we have. It is the ability to basically speak out loud about a lot of things that are happening, and it's an instant connection that kind of ties all generations together. We are able to use things like hashtags, for instance, where when you hashtag something, you can Google search those hashtags and then you can find out all the information associated with those things. So I just think that social media Sometimes people like to stray away from it, but it is something that is a powerful vehicle that is connecting us from all generations.
Can you all give us some healthy spiritual ways for African Americans to celebrate our culture?
Go to the Lord in prayer for anything we do, we say, we desire. So we have to put the Lord in the mix of everything. So.
And I would say, to piggyback off of that, prayer is a powerful thing, and manifestation and speaking affirmations is powerful. So just us doing it for ourselves, always just giving us self-love, but also doing it for each other.
Ladies, how does your family celebrate African American and Korean culture?
We've been able to get together, come together, break bread with each other, and learn about other cultures outside of just kind of our neighborhood. We've done these passport nights where we come up with a country that we want to travel to through our palettes, and we cook the food from that culture, and then we learn about a lot of things, and we might participate, like we've done Africa Night, and we have had a drummer to come demonstrate a drum circle.
With Korean culture, what I've been doing is teaching my grandchildren songs that I knew as a child, definitely sharing the food, making the food myself, going to Korean restaurants and taking them and allowing them to see the food prepared, letting them know of my memories, during that time. Some things like right now is Asian New Year, Lunar New Year in Korea is called Solal. So just sharing things that I remember, and also us actually participating. And I love hearing my grandchildren sing the actual songs that I sung as a kid. 날마다 우리에게 양식을 주시는 은혜로우신 하나님 줄 날 감사합니다. Amen. And what does that mean? Robin?
And that basically means, dear Lord, thank you for this daily bread and for being so gracious. Amen.
Thank you so much, Sister Sandy and Sister Robbie. Remember, our cultural expression represents the uniqueness of who we are. God wouldn't have it any other way. We will see you next week for our Black History Moment in Health and Fitness. Back to you, Torre.
I'm Torre Walker, and that's what's up at the Forest.